Right. Hello there, listeners, viewers, and the folk who do both. How are you?
Yeah, hello.
I'm Dougie, by the way.
Hello there, Dougie.
No.
What are you up to now? What's this? What's going on?
Well,
Explain yourself.
well, what just happened? Do you remember?
No.
No.
I think we were in Lindblom.
An important character may have just died, and we may have had the chance to save her and then completely fucked it.
Chose not to. Know that you really need it, that will all get reflected.
Yeah. That's not hinging over though. Oh, hit her twice.
That's her gone.
Oh.
What? Oh, but she's gone now.
Yeah, okay. So she gave us buffs, but then fucked off. Whoops. Sorry, Stephen.
Yep. I mean, like, you know, cool
some would
thing,
listen.
But you know,
some people would.
I can't believe you killed Aerith.
Technically, she killed herself.
Yeah, that was a grueling bit of battling, wasn't it? And menu.
Yep. We've actually missed a scene, viewers, which is a bit sad, right? So we saved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when it says, "Oh, disc 2" and all that. And then when yous all left and I tried to exit the game, we get a wee scene, folk in the inn going, "Oh well, Aerith dead, so let's just move on," kind of thing. And then I didn't save it again. Like I didn't save it. I just kept it as the other save, and it's loaded as after that scene. So we missed a wee story beat. Nothing actually happened. Literally, it was off. She's dead. Well, let's just go and get that bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yeah, so viewers, that did happen. Promise. Where do you think that creep is ever off go anyway?
Barry's right there.
See if he talks in this episode. Do I need to make him Cockney as well?
No.
Okay.
You can choose to do whatever you feel like in the moment.
Thank you. Hey, you alright?
Sephiroth said to me, all that is left is to head north. So we go left. Have you heard of Fort Condor? Alright, well, I guess we follow him.
Aye. Oh, there he is right there. Right, sorry. Are we healed up?
Oh. Who?
Fort Condor, man.
Oh yeah, are we going?
I mean, I don't think we've got the guild for it, right? So if I say yes,
as long as we can get put back exactly where we were. Oh no, the music didn't change. I wonder if that's just the overworld music at the moment.
Yeah, I know. Right, I guess we can do it a quick. I just see if it's. Oh no, it's super expensive, man, and we've got 4,000 guild. I don't know if it tells you outright how much it's going to cost. It used to. There was a wee warning the first time, but we didn't even get to this bit.
No, this is the first time we're here. Let's have a little rumble around. We don't need to play it, but let's get the lay of the land.
What have you here? You picked a fine time to visit Fort Condor, friend. Your eyes are different. Anyway, this hill's about to be attacked by the Shinra forces. You better clear it out before you get caught up in the fighting. Sorry we couldn't help you, though. There's got to be a reason Shinra are attacking this dump. The Shinra? There are those jackasses attacking this place for. Man, I can recognize your faces. Aren't you that anti-Shinra gang that news called you the Avalanche? Maybe you could help us after all. How about it? Will you hear me out?
I guess so.
Do you see what's sitting on top of this mountain? Oh, something's up there.
The reactor in the Condor.
Oh, so you're very perceptive. Yes, there's a reactor in the Condor. It seems that Shinra doesn't like the idea of having a Condor resting on the reactor. Damn, that's one big bird. Why are they trying to get rid of our weapons? Those boneheads can't leave it all. It's not just the reactor either. There's some kind of special material being held inside it. Problem is the Condor's already started warming its eggs. If it leaves, it'll die. We refused access for the squad of soldiers the Shinra sent to drive the Condor away. Shinra wants everyone off the mountains. We have to fight them to keep our homes. We also want to keep the condor and its eggs from being harmed. Those birds are very rare.
New lives.
I'll do it. I'll be taking from General. You guys sure we can do this? So far, we've been relying on hired mercenaries to defend the Fort Condor from General. But we exhaust our funds repelling the last General raid we've had down ahead. As our sponsor, you can help us by freighting money or fighting alongside us. And that's where we are. Will you help us fight against General Safety Condor? What's there to think about? We gotta do it. Don't be sitting around with your boy. You make up your mind.
Alright.
Hey, we'll come to the rescue. Well, whatever, but I don't know if this is right. Right.
Okay. Yeah, up the stairs. Oh, there's an item shop up there, isn't there?
Aye, there's also something downstairs. Oh, a save point. Oh, and a wee resty spot. Right, well, we know that's here. And now there is an item shop. I'm assuming it's probably going to be out of date, since we could have came here ages ago, but we'll
probably is out of date.
Aye.
The weapon shop certainly would be anyway.
Aye, let's get a wee check just in case it updates. Alright.
Yeah, come on.
Aye.
Up the road.
Aye.
How much? To donate. Or whatever. Can you not just fight without it?
I think you can, but it's like impossible because you have to place enemies. But you get a wee... I think you can just like fail and then get a boss fight, don't you? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, I suppose you do. Do you get gil back if you win?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, that I can remember.
Shit.
And I wouldn't put it past this mod, there's no gate.
Yeah, true.
Thanks for accepting. Alright, here's the situation. I'll go over our strategy for dealing with the attacking force as well. The enemy can't access the fort through the base of the hill. It's too narrow for them to effectively overwhelm us. So instead they're climbing a hill itself. If they reach the top, then the condor will be grabbed danger. To protect the hill, we need to hire an army to intercept the enemy, and that means picking up the gil to hire the fighters needed. The mercenary group we're hiring from has already set their rates for each unit. The average fighter costs 400 gil, and 20 of them cost 8,000 gil, more than you've got.
Yeah, more than we've ever had.
We're completely broke at this point, and I'm afraid we're needing me the hiring fees on our behalf to actually command the areas we buy. That's not all either. If the enemy does manage to reach us, then we'll have to fight them all. I know we're asking a lot of you, but there's no other option available to us at this point. And there it is. We need to rely on your help. Now then, any questions?
Enough.
Yeah,
sorry,
perfect answer.
Because here's the problem in this mod. I would love to do Fort Condor right now, but every time you get into a fight, you're also using gil, because every MP that you spend is either an ether or a tent in general. So you're using up resources fighting them. So this is just a massive resource suck, and we need to get through the game. That's
and
the
viewers,
challenge.
in case you weren't aware, this is hard mode on the new threat mod, which means you get no gil from fights. So we have to constantly steal, find stuff, and then sell it, meaning we don't have things when we potentially need them. So this is a lost cause.
Yeah. So maybe one day, see if we can find some like gil farm or something like that. There will be one somewhere. Also, if we can be arsed doing that and then coming back here and doing this. So we'll see.
Hey, it looks like I'm getting ready to attack right now. Please, any help is appreciated. Well, I just skip battle.
I suppose so, yeah.
In case this is a mod thing where we can... Very well, maybe we'll fight together again sometime. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's releasing you.
Aye, cool. Right, well, that was pointless, but it's fine, we know.
Yeah, at least we know. So we take, we could afford roughly 10 fighters right now.
Aye.
But I can't even really remember the Fort Condor game clearly in its strategies or whatever.
I do, and it does take quite a lot. Like, I remember going through a lot of gil just to be like... Again, it doesn't really matter, because I'm sure that you get to a point where a boss comes and then you can do it without even fighting the boss if you're good enough.
Yeah.
But
The thing with Final Fantasies as well is that money quickly becomes like preposterous. You know, you never want for money in a Final Fantasy game. Eventually,
yeah,
but unless you're doing a challenge thing, which makes the survival element a wee bit more interesting. But yeah, by this point you would have like what, 50,000 or something to spend on
aye,
such wacky endeavors.
yeah. Do you know what's weird as well? Well, not weird, but more maybe interesting is maybe the word. I can't even find anybody else playing this particular mod on hard mode on like the internet in terms
really?
of like recording it. Like,
That's a world first for real.
for real for once. Like maybe it's definitely maybe there is somewhere, right? But our folk have done videos about it, so they've obviously played it. But I was looking for like tips on that demon wall boss for that move to see if they'd been talking about it, and I couldn't find anything. I genuinely couldn't find a single thing. All I found, I told you this off mic, was that in one of the previous versions, so this is New Threat 2.0, on New Threat 1, there was just 2 walls, demon wall bosses, like one at each side of you.
Okay.
Which obviously sounds ridiculously hard.
That's hilarious that after this after this series goes up, we are, for a brief moment, the authority on how to complete the game. Nonsense. Yeah, so none of the large viewership YouTubers have uploaded videos of themselves doing this, supposedly.
Like, there might have been maybe 1 or 2 kind of maybe smaller ones, I don't know, but I seriously was struggling to find any. But it's sad, that's okay.
Sorry, could take a pause, do you?
Yeah, hello.
Right, good to go.
Go. This bit always, I'm sure, I don't think I've ever gotten every item.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty, low percentage at these weird mini games in this one. Remember that one where you're like falling from the train track?
Yeah.
You need to grab items and stuff. I don't think I've ever got them.
Ooh, something looks nasty.
What the fuck is this? A crab, snake, snail, coral reef.
Oh, that did a lot of damage, by the way.
Healed it.
Oh, did it? Ah, damn.
Aye.
Oh.
Big damage there. Yep, let's hope so.
Come on. Oh.
Unlucky. The thing is, I think that if it misses, I think it can still
Yeah, I think it's still
do damage.
possible, yep.
That's just a straight up RNG miss.
Yep. Try again. Maybe no, that seems a bit...
that makes
too
it more
unlucky.
unlikely, yeah.
I don't even recall this enemy design at all.
No.
I don't know if this is new or... What? Right, so this just doesn't take damage.
No.
Is that right?
Just keep piling it in. At least it doesn't have any truly ugly moves. It's just big single target damage.
Okay, bolts will be a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay, bolts
Yeah,
the way
bolt.
it seems.
Slow as well, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is that just unlikely? Or is he meant to go down to 1 HP?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
take
a
it though.
Tifa thing. Yeah, that must have just been literally down to 1 HP there. Wow.
Right, first encounter in this area was tough.
Inflicted sadness on Barrett.
No, he's actually had that since the start.
Oh, has he? Really?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I guess right. Can't go near it. Down.
You trying to get the items? Is that what you're trying to
Aye.
do? Cool.
Turbo
Turbo
ether,
ether.
okay.
Not bad.
I feel like eventually the items must be like worth it. I'm pretty worried. Do you remember the one in the one with all the slides?
Aye.
And then we just gave up. There's a part of me that thinks I reckon that was probably pretty good.
Aye. Not quite well. We've managed fine with it too.
Well, he's got a wee hit all limit now, that's quite nice.
Oh, aye. One of them shielded that for down to 2 damage.
Which is a fairly good use of a shield.
It sure is, yeah.
What?
2?
Now they're all getting shields. Well, they've always had shields, but now they're using their shields as shields.
Yeah.
Aye, well, shields don't work
There we
with
go.
guns, apparently.
Yeah. Oh well, at least they poisoned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, get them all poisoned. Oofed.
Yeah.
Yep. You could be doing with clearing that sadness.
Aye. I'll see if I've got any of the things.
Smatterings of damage going all over the place here.
Yeah.
The good thing about the random encounters, even though they're hard, they're no like grueling lengths. Yeah, I was going to say, like, one of them die shortly. You know, you're in the back half by miles of all of them, even though they are tricksy.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
It's just when folks start dying and then you're starting to use like Phoenix Downs and stuff, and you're no sure when another like merchant's gonna come.
I know, it's true. There's a moment there, like, we experience it in almost every fight in hard mode. Because remember in bosses, when you would play them when you were young, you would almost wait on this sense of like snowballing. If that makes sense. Like you were in the zone where you're curing, everybody was like, and you could feel that the tide of the battle was like in your favour. And it was like a pure excited moment that would happen in every fight that you're like, yes, I've got him this time.
Yeah.
But you kind of get that with every single fight in hard mode. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. Right. You know, I was thinking this all day. I think Sid needs to get himself a cure. Even if it's a pure shitey one, I think he needs a cure.
Agreed.
Right.
So is this
Better
on
be
rails,
worth
this bit?
Aye, I'm not touching the controller.
Yeah.
This material better be good. Preemptive material.
Oh, is that a thing that triggers right as the battle starts?
I think we've got something like that, but is it maybe just you can't be back attacked or something?
Check it.
Which is like good.
Check it right now.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to find a space.
What, are you going to put it right on?
Maybe. Right. Man, what do you take off?
Oh, check it. We don't know what it is yet.
Right. Preemptive. Boost preemptive rate. It boosts it. It doesn't even make sure you're always it.
No.
Oh, thank God you can come back up here. I thought I was going to have to like do the big wall climb the rest of the way back up. Yeah,
second biggest ladder in gaming. Good song as well. Generally, gonna, so yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 reference. But do you think they're going to have that ginormous big ladder in the remake?
I mean, I genuinely think there could be some sort of like mutiny if there isn't.
I know. They'll make it longer. What the hell's Fire Veil?
I'm assuming it's one of these throwable items.
Right, okay. Oh yeah, these guys suck, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the resist mini thing on, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pop this
very
on
good.
just in case.
Aye. You still got haste all as well.
I do, but I
Nice.
will use that if it's looking.
Oh, nice. That was mega.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aqua Lung's a good one. Ooh. Good miss.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah, spar it. Yes.
Oh,
Bio's been paying dividends on these
yeah.
random encounter people.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they go for Barret.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Nice. Is that free, yeah? Or did you set that up?
Yeah, he's got a counter death blow.
Right. Cool.
Nice. That
Yeah,
was
clean.
fine. That was fine. Aye, what do you think they're going to change in the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake?
None, probably.
Or like, do you think they're going to try and improve on anything?
I think they'll improve gameplay stuff because the thing wasn't the big story that they're not recording any of the
New voices.
voice lines again.
Yeah.
So you can be damn sure it's the same story, which is fine. The story doesn't need touching, but
No.
it could be more robust hunting or something, or like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe just more immersive and kind of bigger landscapes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to say. Better graphics, obviously.
Aye, of course. I wonder if they'll maybe change up any of the levels. I mean, they're all pretty good. I don't know what they would
I know.
change, but
Maybe the end one would be good, and not for viewers. There's a boss in the middle called the end, and it's just the first time you do it, it's just beyond description. You go into this, I think it's like a 4-tile area, so there's like 4 complete areas all next to each other, separated by loading screens, and you have to track this old sniper around while he's tracking you and trying to take you down, and your only clues are like your footsteps or like sounds that you hear. It's truly terrifying and extremely immersive.
Yep. And it's like one of the weirdest gimmicks in any boss I can think of, where so the character's an old man, right? And if in the PS3 you could change by the way, in the PS3 you could change your clock on your PS3, but also if you were like getting stuck at this boss, right, and you put your game down, this actually genuinely happened to me naturally. This wasn't a thing that I googled and found out. I put the game down for a while. I think maybe I went on holiday or something. It was something like that, and I went on holiday. I came back. Went on holiday and I came back, and it had been like a week. And if you leave, if the game progresses, it checks the date on your PlayStation, and if it gets to a certain time after the boss fight just dies of old age waiting for you.
Yeah, so you could cheese it. You could either do that, you did it naturally, where you just wait for a spell and the game knows that time's passed and it kills the guy for you and you don't need to fight him. But you could also see if you couldn't be arsed, which was a lot of the time you'd play through. You maybe couldn't be arsed with the end fight. You would just skip your clock forward on repeat playthroughs to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've done a couple of times. Sometimes you are in the mood for it and sometimes you're not.
Exactly.
But aye, cool gimmick, man. Pretty much all the bosses have weird gimmicks. Like there was one of them that was like a stealth guy that you fought in a jungle, like a dense jungle. And I think you could put down like poison meat or something like that, like see meat that you've let rot in your backpack, and he'll eat it, get sick, and then you can just beat him up while he's vomiting on the ground.
Aye, because his thing is that, well, and basically almost all Metal Gear Solids are like the first one. You get bonuses for not killing the bosses. You put their stamina down instead. And his thing was that he gains stamina back by hunting food in the middle of the battle, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So one of the tactics was put some rotten stuff down, he'll eat it.
Yeah. One of many. That wasn't the only gimmicky one. Like there's so many ways that you can defeat every boss. It was really quite a game.
Aye, because they incorporated a lot of just the basic gameplay elements into like everything. So like hornets' nests were around, and you could do that when fighting one of the first bosses.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, good.
Utilizing your environment and stuff. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I hope they don't change too much. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't see how they can. If the voice acting has to be the exact same, that's the good thing.
I wouldn't.
You know, it has to be contextual to what's, you know, what the voice lines already are. So they can't have them be in different places or different situations. You know.
I wouldn't be gutted if they shortened the motorcycle scene. That goes
What, the one
on
at the end?
for ages. Aye.
The one at the end, I
Yeah.
quite like that because it's easy.
I liked it the
For
first
once.
time, but it's just it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a really long one.
It's actually quite stressful on the extreme modes as well. And there was one time, I know we're getting quite heavy into Metal Gear Solid, I hope you don't mind, viewers, but seeing Metal Gear Solid 3 to unlock the stealth camouflage, which just makes you invisible for the whole game whenever you want, which is so much fun to do. Yeah, in Metal Gear Solid 3, do you remember this? You had to go around shooting
Frogs.
toy frogs.
Aye, and there's a frog
like-
in a tree on this
there's a
motorcycle chase that's fucking hard as anything to catch.
So it's a tiny wee frog that sometimes will be in trees or like ponds or something, but there was one while you're on the back of a motorcycle being
Going
shot
fast.
by helicopters
Yeah.
and stuff like that you need to get a skill shot on.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was quite stressful from that point of view. I ended up doing it, the frog challenge.
I actually
was hard,
replayed
man.
to get the stealth, I think.
Did you? Aye, quite right. That was one of my more crazy projects, but
Aye.
yeah, and yeah. Does it really fill me up now that I've done it? Not so much, but it was fun at the time,
Aye.
you know.
One of the easiest ones to get the stealth cam was see Metal Gear Solid 4. The only requirement was to go through the full game without being seen once, which seems quite hard, right? But it didn't matter what difficulty you were on, so I just slapped it on like very easy and just did the whole game proper. And I still had to reload a couple of times, but reloaded if I get caught, and it was a bit boring, but a slog. But then you could play like a European Extreme with the stealth cam.
Yeah. I must say, I only completed Metal Gear Solid 4 once, so yeah, I'm not too familiar with it.
I played that a lot.
Yeah.
Right,
I've kind of got the craving to play Final Fantasy 9 again.
Oh, really?
You know, it's
Already?
just- aye, yeah, it's such a
Well,
great game.
Just
Like,
wait
in
a
the
wee
same
while
way
and you'll
that
get a
you would
remake.
just- That's true.
Oh, you should
yeah.
definitely check out the Midori mod.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I was thinking that.
Morori. There's some mod
Well,
called Mamori.
I think it was pretty. I think we were, for the purposes of the last series, we were pretty thorough in that game. So I don't feel as if I've missed anything story-wise, really, or
Aye.
immersion-wise. It would just be to like, yeah,
Just
test
experience
out. I
it.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
do some new builds or whatever.
Yep. Can I just say, look at the time on this save file.
30 hours right on the snout.
Mm,
Look at
it's
that.
pretty good.
Yeah,
And
very
I
good. Is that an
think-
episode of gaming?
I think it has to be. Aye.
Aye.
Right before the next town / village.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Some just general chit chat about
Aye.
some decent games, and it was only really one game, wasn't it? But we highly recommend Metal
Aye.
Gear Solid. I think we both put that in like our,
Aye.
if
Top
not
5.
top 5, at least top 10.
Aye.
No,
Although,
it's definitely
you know,
my top 5.
there's part of me that it swaps between preferring Metal Gear Solid 2 over it sometimes, just for different reasons. Gameplay wise, it's by far the best one, but I just love the story of 2 as well, and I do occasionally flip flop between them.
Yeah,
Good
the story
series.
of 2 is carnage.
Aye.
And it's so, like, I don't know, it's so stupidly predictive in terms of the current
Yeah.
society and AI. And this was made in, like, what, 2002 or something?
Aye. Yep.
So, yeah, it was like 20 years ahead of the fucking curve,
Yep.
story-wise.
Viewers,
And it was a wee bit more limited in its gameplay, wasn't it?
yeah, but
but
also, but
still
like,
fun.
for the time, still mind blowing. I would
Yeah.
say it was equally as mind blowing. Right, so I'm trying to put my thought here. I feel like what 2 managed to do with the technology was as impressive as 3 was, because it was obviously done way later with more
Aye.
technology, if that makes sense.
Agreed.
You know?
Yeah, agreed.
Anyway, viewers,
Oh, well,
let
look.
us know if you've played Metal Gear Solid 3, if you enjoyed it, if you hated it, let us know why, and also just have a good day.
Yeah, agreed. Listen, if you've made it this far, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Aye.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.